Hello students, welcome to our afternoon read aloud. Today I'm going to read to you an information book about apples, and I want you to pay close attention because for your seesaw activity you'll be able to do either one of two things. You'll be able to write about what you've done with apples lately, which was from our morning message, or you could write about a fun fact that you already knew about apples or that you learned from our book today. Okay, so keep an eye out. Here we go. An Apple a Day by Melvin Berger. And there's pictures of apples on the front. And then on the back, interestingly, there are no pictures, but there's a list of other books in this set. And that you can find often. Sometimes when you look on the back, there'll be a list or sometimes pictures or a list of other books in the series, right? So that if you like one book, you can look for other books that you might enjoy. Here we go. Oh, wow. I really know this is an information book because right as soon as I open it, there's a table of contents. Eating apples, apple history, the apple tree, the growing apple, picking apples, and apples we buy. Okay. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, and an apple tastes good too. Oh, I think this page is going to have information about Johnny Appleseed. When I sneak peek, I can see that. Apples have been around a very long time. In the early days of America, Johnny Appleseed planted apple trees across the country. Ooh, I think this is going to be about the blossoms. Apples grow on apple trees. Every spring, the apples start as sweet-smelling pink and white flowers. Each flower has several different parts. Wow, here's a diagram. Just like yesterday, you guys were drawing diagrams of what you have to wear to keep warm. Here's a diagram in an information book with the parts of a flower. So it's saying the stamen, the pistil, the petal, the sepal, all the different parts of the apple blossom. Oh, here comes a bee to the flower. And look at these really good zooming close-up pictures to help you understand. For apples to grow, pollen must get from flowers on one tree to flowers on another tree. Bees usually do this job. Then inside the flower, a tiny apple starts to grow. So he's flying around to pollinate, and there it's been pollinated, and here the little apple is starting to grow. In summer, the sun, rain, and air help the apples get bigger. Some apples turn red, others turn yellow, still others stay green. And I don't know about you, but at the farmer's market, I've seen apples that were almost red and purple. I've seen ones that were kind of pink, right? In fall, the apples are ripe. Workers pick them by hand, fill their bags, and empty them into large bins. Some families pick their own apples to carry home. Growers take their apples to cold storerooms. Here, the apples are kept for up to a year. In winter, spring, and summer, you can buy fresh apples that were kept in cold storage. Right, so that's a good thing to stop and think about. That if all the apples are ready to pick from the tree right now, how do we keep eating apples in the middle of winter or in the springtime or in the summer when the apples aren't ready yet? And it's because they keep them in these cold storerooms and then take them out to sell them through the rest of the year. Growers sell about half their apples for eating. The rest are made into apple sauce or apple juice or apple pie. Oh, wow, I still haven't had any pie this year. Wow, I think I might go get a pie today. Or maybe make one. Meanwhile, the apple tree waits. Soon, tiny flower buds will start to open again. Oh, wow. There is the tree asleep, resting, in the winter because it loses all its leaves. And there, it's even got some icy frost on it. Okay, and in the back, there's an index. Remember, an index is part of an information book that lists the important words and tells you the page where you can find out about them. So, since I got to do something at the end of a book, I'm going to go back and look at the picture that shows the work in the apple orchard. Remember orchard? We learned that with Johnny Appleseed. An orchard is a group of fruit or nut trees. And here you can see an apple worker picking the apples. And there's a ladder there, right? They need ladders sometimes because the apples are high up. And then they collect them and they bring them all together in these bins, right? But people can also go pick them at some farms, and some of you have done that, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed an apple a day. Oh, and there's also that funny expression, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? And the idea is that apples are good and healthy for us, so it's good to eat apples. And it's a perfect time of year. I hope you enjoyed our afternoon read aloud. Don't forget to keep washing your hands, cover your coughs and sneezes, do some reading, do some writing, help your family around the house, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.